Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me. On today's makeup look, I'm using a bunch of new makeup releases, which makes me very happy because I've been kind of in a rut with my same older makeup products that I've just been trying to use up for the last several months. But I have a lot of products today that I am testing out for the first time, and I have a lot of new products that I've been using for the last couple of weeks that I can give you my feedback on as well. But before we get into the get ready with me, today's video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. This is a jewelry brand. It's what I'm wearing today, all of the jewelry items, and we want to talk about them a little bit more because you guys know I love wearing like gold hoops, dainty gold necklaces, layering necklaces in almost all of my videos. So a little bit more about the brand. All of the items that they sell are really high quality. They're tarnish free. They're gonna last a really long time, but they're still at a reasonable price point. Their items start at $39 and they go up from there, so there's not any luxury markups with any of their items. And also, Ana Luisa is very focused on sustainability. Their goal is to have a net zero carbon footprint by the end of 2020 and then also keep that up for many years down the line. So I want to give you guys a closer look at all the items that I picked out from Ana Luisa. I'm going to start off with the mini horn necklace set. This is one of my favorites for sure. I love layering necklaces. I love little like dainty necklaces that have some kind of detail to them or a little statement piece to them. These are two individual necklaces, so you can wear them separately on their own. And this one is just a little smaller, a little bit more fitted. This one's a little bit longer. And then next up we have these braided hoop earrings. I love little baby hoop earrings so much. I wear them all the time. I feel like they just look good with like any hairstyle. Like I love throwing my hair up and having like a small hoop earring as like a statement, or even if I have my hair down, they look good as well. And then I paired them alongside these gold huggy hoops, which I love so much. I love like the look of like multiple hoops, and I love like the difference in like the thickness between the braided hoops and the huggy hoops. I feel like these go really nicely together. And then next up I also have these other huggy hoop earrings, which are so cute. They have this little band of jewels, and I feel like it can add like a little bit more of like an edgy look. You can pair them with like a bigger hoop or some studs as well. It just adds like a little bit more of like a glam element too. And then lastly, I have this dog tag necklace set. These are also two different necklaces, a smaller one and a longer one for layering as well. So those are all 5 items that I wanted to share with you guys. I'll have the link to shop Ana Luisa down below in my description box, and also a discount code that you guys can check out. So all that info will be listed below, and let's go ahead and get right into the get ready with me so you guys can see how I did my makeup today. All right, so I just filled in my brows a tiny bit with the Hourglass brow pencil. I got this in my BoxyCharm last month. And then I wanted to show you guys this new brow product from Benefit. This is the brow micro filling pen, and it comes in 4 shades. I'm wearing the one, or I'm gonna put on the one in deep brown. And what it is, it's just like a little brow pen. It has like little 3 little divides in it to mimic brow hairs. I feel like I need to use another product with it because I don't know how I feel about these pens. Sometimes it looks like marker on your brow. I've only used this a few times, so I just want to show you guys what it looks like. I think this is a good option for like when I just want to put a little something in my brow but not necessarily just use this product. So I like it more so as like a supplementary brow product to use along with something else. And I am going to go in with my Patrick Ta brow wax. I can't believe I'm almost done with this. I got this at the last Sephora sale back in, I think, the beginning of May. You just spray it. I just use the Milani setting spray. You just spray it down to activate the wax. And I also use this sometimes, like I'll put the brush in my hair for like some flyaways. But this is like hands down my favorite product of 2020. And then let's go in with primer. I have a couple like in my everyday makeup drawer that I've been trying to use up. Like I'm almost done with this Origins primer. I've been trying to use it up the last couple months. Let's go in with an old fave. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter primer that is covered in makeup. And this is a good one when, I mean, honestly, all the time. It goes with everything because it's hydrating, but it gives you a blur. and it's not like overly dewy. And then for foundation, we're gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. This is the only foundation I've worn since I got this. I think if I've worn another foundation, it's just because I'm trying to use products up. I wear the shade Golden Beige. I'm just gonna use a random foundation brush. This is Smashbox Sheer Foundation. And I like to just kind of apply it with a brush, finish it off with a sponge. This is the new Juno sponge. This is one that's a little bit softer, just like the purple version. I don't remember what it's called, but they have a bunch of different colors and they have like different levels of softness. But this one's a little softer than, oh, my original one's super dirty, but the blue one's a little bit more firm. This one's a little bit more of the texture of a beauty blender. This foundation is really the reason that I've actually been wearing makeup throughout the last month, because before this foundation, I was just doing really minimal, just like a little bit of spot concealing. But I get excited to put this on because it looks really good and it doesn't transfer. I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 210. This is the only concealer I've worn in the last 2 months, honestly, ever since I ran out of my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And I just kind of fall back in love with some of my old favorites anytime that I just like use it consistently. Because you get like used to a certain coverage, certain way of applying things. And this one also gives really, really nice coverage without being like a very thick concealer. And I'm just gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way under my eyes with the same old brush I've been using for like 17 years from e.l.f. This is definitely my favorite under eye setting powder. And then I have a new face powder that I want to show you guys that I've been using this month as well. Before I set the rest of my face, I'm gonna use the Yensa bronzer that I've been talking about in a bunch of my recent videos. This is the Sunlit Glow bronzer. This is a cream bronzer. Just looks like this. It reminds me so much of the Chanel Tan de Soleil, but I like the formula of this better. I feel like it's a bit more lightweight. It's not too creamy, like it blends out really nicely. And it doesn't look heavy. It's really, really lightweight. So for my nose, I just kind of bring it down the sides. And I'm not super, super precise. And then I kind of clean it up with whatever is left on my sponge. And then for setting powder, this is the new Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. I've been using this every day the last couple weeks. It is very, very messy, but this is almost like a tan golden powder. It's still translucent, but it gives a little bit, oh my gosh, I already took so much. But it gives you a little bit of coverage, but it's more of a golden shade, which I like, and it matches me pretty well. I usually use the translucent glow powder, but that one's a little too luminous for summertime. And this one just gives a little bit of like that golden effect. So I'm also gonna go in with the NARS Laguna bronzer and just use a tiny bit of bronzer because I feel like the cream bronzer is enough. I'll just add a little bit more, bring it down my neck a little bit. Almost to set the bronzer underneath. And then I got a new product that I am gonna be trying out. I have a couple things that are new to try out. This is one of the new bite-size face duos from e.l.f. This is like so tiny, but this is a blush and highlighter duo. This one is in the shade Spice Apple. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use both of these. I was gonna go in with my ColourPop blush, the Crossroads blush from the new Desert collection. So these are the shades. I think I'm just gonna have to pinch my blush brush a little bit. I usually love the face palette from, I just don't want it to be too deep. Yeah, that one's good. It's a good shade. Like a mauve brick color. I'm always obsessed with the face products from e.l.f., like their highlighters, blushes, bronzers. So I was excited for these. They just sent over, ooh, this got heavy really quickly. But they, oh my gosh, I just put way too much on. I don't think it looks like that heavy on camera from what I can tell. But yeah, I definitely went in a little bit too much there. But they just came out with a bunch of new products that I'm really excited to try out. So they came out with, I think, 4 of these. And then I have like some liquid eyeshadows and stuff like that. I go right in with the highlighter too. This one looks a little deep, like a pinkish. Oh, that's pretty. I'm totally cool with that. Sometimes it's okay to wear a highlighter that's like a little bit deep if I pair it with the right blush, and that way it looks like more like a blush topper. So for eyeshadow, I think I'm going to use this Pure Festival 2.0 palette that I got in BoxyCharm like 2 months ago. This palette is gorgeous, and I'm going to do something neutral. I don't want to do anything too colorful right now because I really want to do a bold lip color. I just got a new one that I want to test out today, so I'm just going to go in with these like brown tones, the shade Photo Op. I definitely still need to do like a quick tutorial with these dark shades on the bottom, but I've been so not interested in eyeshadow lately. I think like all of this year I've really kind of gotten over eyeshadow, and the products that I've been getting excited for lately are some face products like foundations, and lip products and brow products. Like I really keep my eyeshadow so minimal. I usually just do my bronzer as eyeshadow and then throw on a false lash. I'm gonna mix these 2 darker brown shades in my outer corner. Love this palette. I don't use it enough. What I actually use all the time is the Going Coconuts palette by ColourPop. This one, I was almost about to use it today. That's really the only palette I've been wearing the last 2 months whenever I'm not filming a tutorial, because it just has all of my basic shades that I love. Oh, it's actually nice to do like a smokier eye look right now, actually. Even if it's neutral, just to have a little bit more drama looks nice. I'm gonna wet my brush, and then I'm gonna apply the shade Pure Bliss, this kind of golden shade right here. Super pretty. Let me know if you guys got the Pure collab with Raw Beauty Chrissy, because I was just interested in that because I really like her channel. But I don't know if I'm actually gonna be buying any more eyeshadow palettes this year because I'm really just not obsessed with them. The products I've been really excited for are more so like the stuff that Patrick Ta releases. Like he just came out with some face glosses that I want to get as well, and like some new lip products. I'm not sure what else. Yeah, like honestly, I haven't been super excited about a lot of releases that have come out recently. Then I also did get one of the new Anastasia lip stains. I just picked it up yesterday. I have to try that out because I figured I like products that like you don't really need to touch up. I do know that Urban Decay is coming out with a jewel toned eyeshadow palette, and from what I've seen, it actually does look pretty nice. And they did email me about the palette, so I actually should be getting that one. And then I will decide if I want to review it based on like if I think it's worth making a whole video about, because like their last palette, the, what is it called? I have it right here. Ultraviolet palette. It was just like not exciting enough for me to make a full video about because it was just kind of a very mediocre palette, but this one actually looks way better. So I'm excited for that one. I feel like sometimes in the fall, they really come out with some good, more pigmented, more colorful palettes. All right, since this eye look is a bit more simple, let's go in with some glitter. Heavy Metal by Urban Decay. Speaking of, this is in the shade Midnight Cowboy. And this is probably like one of my favorite things to use to like just really transform an eye look. It's been a little while since I've used it, and it's so easy to use too. You don't need to get it perfect. All right, so lashes are on, and I'm gonna finish up the lower lash line with the shade Photo Op. And then the mascara I've been wearing lately is a Lash Freak mascara by Urban Decay. This is a really gloopy mascara. I hate how big the tube is because I really have to like scrape off the product, but I do like the wand a lot. I've been wearing this mascara I think every day since this came out, so it is worth it to me. I just think that this is a little bit too big, but it just has bristles on one side and it's like a comb, so it's really nice to give good length without getting clumpy. Got some new lip colors yesterday at Sephora. I kind of want to try this one. This is brand new. I haven't tried this on yet. I know that I love this formula. It's probably my favorite formula, the Smashbox liquid lipsticks. They just released a bunch of new shades. I just saw a new shade display, and this one, yes, maybe this one or this one is in the shade Boss Up. The orangey one is Liquid Fire. I've been obsessed with red lips, orangey red lips lately. Let's try out this Liquid Fire shade and see how it looks. All right, so I actually love this lip color. I see this being in my monthly favorites for sure, because you guys know I already love this formula. It's super comfortable, and when it comes to bold lip colors, this is also my favorite formula because it stays in place. You don't really need to touch it up. It's gonna wear down like it doesn't fade too much, but when it does, it's not gonna be like patchy. It's gonna wear down evenly. That is gonna be everything. I had a bunch of new releases in this video, which makes me very happy because I've just been kind of in a rut trying to use up all of my go-to products. I'll probably do an everyday makeup drawer coming up for fall, so I can show you guys like where I am in using up some products, but lots of new releases in here, testing out some new things. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. I will leave all the information for their products in my description box and a discount code as well that you guys can check out to shop any of the products I mentioned or anything on their website. But that's going to be everything for today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.